stand to the front of your mat. And settling into your feet and have a sense of just the weight of you as you stand, as you notice the difference between the left and the right. And then reaching down into your fingers and draw your arms wide and bring your palms to touch straight up towards the ceiling. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, fold forward until your hands come either side of your feet or near the floor, on the floor. Round your back, tuck your chin under and draw your forehead down towards your knees. Bring your hands to your shin, lengthen and look forward. Hands to the floor. Step your right foot back, stepping back. And step your left foot back. Either drop your knees to the floor here to lower down or lower straight down. Push into your toes, bring your fingers wide, rising up through the spine, looking forward. Tuck your chin under. And lowering, pushing back into a cat, all the way back into your downward dog. And just find your downward dog. And settling down, easing down. Alright, stretch the right foot up towards the ceiling. And bring the right foot a little bit over towards the left, and then bend your right knee like as if you're going to try and bring your right foot down towards your left shoulder. Stretch through that leg and draw the right knee forward to your right elbow. Stretch your right leg long, reaching it up towards the ceiling, over towards the left and down towards the left shoulder. And stretching it long and draw your knee towards your shoulder. Towards your elbow, reaching up towards the ceiling one last time. And then stretch your foot forward until it lands between your two hands, rising up, reaching up. And then lowering all the way down, hands to the floor. As you step forward, lift your back foot off the floor and lengthen long. Nice, lower your foot to the floor. Slowly rolling up. Rising up, looking up. Palms come to rest in front of you. Reaching your arms wide, bring your palms together. And then bending your elbows, bending your knees, come all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Rising and look forward. Hands to the floor, stretch your left leg long, step it back into a lunge. And then step back into a plank pose. Drop yourself all the way down. Widen through your toes, push them down, push your fingertips down. Keep your chin tucked in as you rise upwards, and then unfold your head to look forward. Tuck your chin under, lowering down. Push back into your cat, all the way back into your downward dog. Just connecting into the length of you, the strength of you. Maybe having a bit of a wiggle, bending one knee, bending the other knee. Bending one knee, bending the other knee. Bend both knees, and stretch through both legs. And really have that sense of strong into your legs. Stretch the left foot up towards the ceiling. Bring your left foot a little bit over towards the right, and then bend your knee like as if you're going to try and bring your toe to your right shoulder. Stretch your leg long, bring your knee forward to your left elbow. Stretch your leg up and back. Bend your knee and draw your toe down towards the right shoulder. And stretch your leg long. Bring your knee forward. And stretch your leg long, all the way over, toe towards your shoulder. Reaching it long and step it forward between your hands. Turn your back foot at a 45-degree angle, rising up, reaching up. And lowering all the way down. Step forward, let your back leg float. And then reaching down, bring your foot to the floor. Rounding up, back of your hands come together. Reaching up towards the ceiling. Palms come to rest in front of your chest. Nice. Dropping your arms down, reaching wide. Bring your palms together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands to the floor. Tuck your chin in. Hands to your shins. Lift your chest up forward. Hands to the floor. Stretch your right leg. And step it all the way back. Step your left leg back. And drop down to the floor. And lengthen through your toes. Rise. And looking forward. And tuck your chin in, lowering down. Push back into your cat, all the way back into your downward dog. Stretch your right foot up towards the ceiling. Bend your knee, bring your toe over towards the left shoulder. Stretch your leg long and step it forward. Turn your back foot 45-degree angle, rising up, reaching up. Nice, tuck your chin in, turn your chest towards the left, drop your arms down, turn your head and look down on that right arm, front knee is deeply bending, you're really looking for a 90-degree angle on the front leg, keep your knee moving towards the right at the front, pushing down into the big toe side of the back foot. Give a little bit more energy into the back hand rather than surfing forward, maybe pulling backwards into the back hand. Finding your breath. Turn your right palm towards the ceiling. Reach your right hand up as you lower your left hand down. And really deepen a bit more down into that right hip as you lengthen out through the right side of your body. Nice. Windmill your hands down, either side of that front foot. Turn your back toe. Step forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up, back of your hands come together, reaching up towards the ceiling. Nice. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, come all the way down. Hands to the floor, tuck your chin in. Hands to your shins, lengthen and look forward. Hands to the floor, stretch your left leg long and step it back into a lunge. Step back into a plank. Either drop your knees to the floor or lower yourself straight down. Push your toes into the floor, bring your fingers a bit wide, tuck your chin under, rising. Tuck your chin under, and slowly rolling down. Hands to the floor, push back, and push back into your downward dog. Bending one knee, bending the other knee, bending one knee, bending the other knee. Bending both knees, stretching through both legs. Stretch the left foot up towards the ceiling. Bend your knee, bring your toe towards your shoulder. And then step your foot all the way forward. Turn your back foot 45-degree angle, rising up and looking up. Tuck your chin in, turn your chest towards the right. Drop your arms down. Keep pushing down to the baby toe edge of your back foot. Front knee is bending, draw your knee towards the left. Have more energy moving into the back hand and reach wide. Move deeply into your breath, down into your belly. I'm going to start shouting soon over the sound of the keys. Turn your left palm, reaching it up, and drop a bit deeper down through the left hip as you rise up and lengthen through the left side of your body. Nice. Windmill down, both hands to the floor. Turn your back foot, step forward, letting your back foot float in the air for a moment, and then lowering to the floor. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up, back of your hands come together, reaching up towards the ceiling. And again, bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lengthen and look forward. Hands to the floor, tuck your chin in, and then lengthen your back leg, your right leg long. Step it back onto the floor. Drop your right knee to the floor. Bring your left hand to your left knee, and then rising up with the right hand, reach up and look up. And then glide your hand all the way forward. Touch the floor as far out in front of you as you can. And then again, rising up, reaching up. And then reaching forward, as far out forward as you can. Just touch the floor lightly. One more time, reaching up, gliding up. And then lower your hand to the floor. Turn your chest towards the left. Bring your fingers to the front of the left shoulder. Dial in your twist. So really pull that shoulder blade back towards the spine, opening your chest. And extend your hand up towards the ceiling. Find your breath. Nice. Bend your elbow, bring your hand to the outside of your foot. Lengthen your back leg, step back into your plank, and then lowering all the way down. Push into your toes, fingers are wide, rising up. Keep your chin tucked in, and then looking forward. Tuck your chin under, lowering down, feet to the floor, hands to the floor, push back. Downward dog. Stretch your right foot up towards the ceiling, reaching long, and then bring your right knee to your right shoulder, high. Stretch your right leg long, and then bring your right knee to your right elbow. Stretch your right leg long, bring your right knee to your right wrist. Stretch your right leg long, and we're going to glide from your wrist to your knee. Now wrist to your shoulder, wrist to your shoulder, wrist to your shoulder. Step back, pulling back. Nice. Step the right foot forward between your hands. Turn your back foot 45-degree angle. Rising up, reaching up. Turn your chest towards the left. Drop your arms down. Turn your right palm towards the ceiling. Reaching your right hand up. Deepen down into your hip as you do so. Lower your right hand all the way down until it comes to the floor beside your big toe side of your foot. Extend your left hand straight up towards the ceiling. And then reach your arm over your ear so that you're one long line on the left hand side. When you find the baby toe edge of your foot, stretch into that back leg and extend really long. Bend your front knee a little bit more. Nice. Lower your hand to the floor, let it drop. Turn your toes till they're flat on the floor. Both hands are flat. Back toe is flat. Drop your back knee down. Stretch out through your front leg. And then rock your knee forward. Stretch out through your back leg. Drop your back knee down. Stretch out through your front leg. And bend your front knee. Stretch out through your back leg. Nice. One more time. Bend your back knee. Stretch out into your front leg. Bend your front knee. Stretch the back leg. Nice. Drop your back knee to the floor. So drop the left elbow down first. You can kind of fall into the left side a little bit. And then imagine that somehow you might get the right elbow also down. You can, if you wish, stretch your back leg or leave your knee where it is. Both hands to the floor, and then from here step forward to the outside. So as you step forward, step your left foot to the outside of your left foot to the outside of the left hand, and then just sit down into a squatting position. Elbows are wide within your knees, feet are wide, bum is sitting down. And then bring your hands to the floor, step back with your left foot again. And step back with your right foot. Settling back, really easing back through your hips. And then slowly just walk forward. As you walk forward, take each step like you're lengthening through your legs and really pushing down into the floor with every step. Nice, rounding your back, slowly coming up. Back of your hands come together, reach up towards the ceiling. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, come all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead towards your knees. Hands to your shins, lengthen and look forward. Hands to the floor, stretch your left leg long. And step it back into a lunge. Drop your left knee to the floor. Bring your right hand to your right knee. And then rising up with the left hand, reaching up. And look up. And then glide forward. Reach as far forward as you can. Fingertips touch the floor. And again, rising up. Reaching up towards the ceiling, rising up, looking up. And gliding forward. Fingertips touch the floor. One more time. Rising up, reaching up. And then bring your hand to the floor. Turn your chest towards the right. Bring your fingertips to the front of the right shoulder. Dial in your twist. And then extend your arm up towards the ceiling. You have a sense of wide through your chest. Nice. Bend your elbow. Bring your hand to the floor, to the outside of your foot. Step back. Drop down into your belly on the floor pose. Push your toes into the floor. Push your fingertips down, tuck your chin under, rising up. And then lowering down. Hands to the floor, push back into your cat. All the way back into your downward dog. And then just really lengthen into it. Finding your feet. Enjoying them. Heels. Nice, so stretch the left foot up towards the ceiling. And then bend your left knee and draw your left knee forward towards your left shoulder. Stretch your left leg long behind you. And then bring your left knee forward to your left elbow. Stretch your left leg long behind you. And then bring your left knee to your left wrist. All the way up and back behind you. Next time we're going to glide. So from the wrist to the shoulder. Wrist, shoulder, wrist, shoulder, wrist, shoulder. Step back into your downward dog. And just feel that long through your body. Nice. Step the left foot forward between your hands. Turn your back foot at a 45-degree angle. Rising up, reaching up, looking up towards the ceiling. Nice. Tuck your chin under, turn your chest towards the right, drop your arms down. Really deepen into that front leg, baby toe side of the back foot. You're moving more backwards than forwards. Turn your left palm, rising up, reaching up. Really lengthen by sinking down into your hip. Nice. And then lower your left hand down to the big toe side of your foot and extend the right hand straight up towards the ceiling. And then reach your right arm in a straight long line from the right baby toe all the way into your fingertips. Bend your front knee a little bit more to find the side of your hip. And just sinking your breath. Nice. Lower your right hand down to the floor. Turn your back toes. Drop your back knee to the floor. Stretch out through the front leg. And then rock forward. Stretch out into the back leg. Drop your back knee. Stretch out through the front leg. Bend your front knee. Stretch out through the back leg. Nice. One more time. Drop your back knee. Stretch out through your front leg. And bend the front knee. Stretch out through the back leg. Nice. Drop your back knee to the floor. Bring your right elbow down to the floor so you can kind of fall into the right elbow. And then imagine that your left elbow will also come to the floor. Or it's aiming for the floor. You can, if you want, lift your back knee and lengthen it up. Or just keep your back knee where it is. Let's see what suits you. Nice, both hands to the floor. Step back, oh no, step forward. Bring your left foot or right foot all the way to the outside of your right hand and sit your bum down into a squatting position. Just rising up. Nice sense of wide into your back, deep into your belly, shoulders broad. Nice, both hands to the floor. Step back with the left foot. Step back with the right foot. And then slowly walking forward. And just walking forward with your feet. Walking, walking. Hands to the floor. And just bend your elbows, drop yourself down. Really let yourself round and sink and deepen. sinking, settling, dropping. Nice. Bring your hands to the floor. Heel turn your feet wide again. Come down into your squatting position. Just pausing there. Palms together. Push your elbows wide onto the insides of your knees. Lengthen through your spine. So then reach both hands forward and just reach your right hand a little bit more. And come back. And reach your left hand a little bit more. And come back. Drop your right knee down in the direction of the floor. And come back. Drop your left knee down in the direction of the floor. And come back. And again, right knee down. Go back. And the left knee down. Come back. Nice, both knees down. And come back. And then just settle deeply down and reach both hands forward in front of you. Pull the right elbow back, holding onto the right knee, and reach with the left hand straight out in front of you. And then change, bring your left hand to your left knee, reaching forward with your right hand. And just do that again. Hold on to your right knee. Almost pull on your right knee as you reach forward with your left hand. And then last one, bring your hand to your left knee, reaching forward with your right hand. Nice, both hands to the floor. Step back. Downward dog. As you settle into your downward dog, and just really allow some movement into the pelvis, into your spine, have a bit of a wiggle. Really feel, how do you move? How do you ease? How do you roll into your spine? Find your spine and really use the skills that you have to round, roll, wiggle, stretch. How do you do that? Nice. Drop both knees to the floor. Bring your toes together. Come rest into your child's pose. As you rest in child's pose, our last pose of the practice, really just feeling the deep of your belly as it touches your thighs. The sense of your breath into your belly as you widen. I like doing child's pose with my knees slightly wide. It gives a little bit more space for my belly. Or maybe you like it with your thighs together. If your thighs are together, there's a lot less space for your breath, so your breath is pushed into the back of your body. So notice where your breath is naturally moving in you. Through the belly, through the sides of your rib cage, up into your shoulders. Down into the pelvic floor. There's pressure on the thighs, even pressure into your feet changes as you breathe. And noticing the whole of your body as you settle, as you come to rest. Can the whole of your torso move on the breath? Can it start in the belly and the lower back and then move like an inflation up through the torso? Can both of your shoulders, like little boats, float on the ocean of your breath? Can they both, like, just float a little bit up and then drop a little bit down every time you breathe? Or does one shoulder float easier or glide easier? Or does one shoulder glide a little bit more gnarly or less, or just less movement? Just notice that in you. And does one side of your rib cage move easier on the breath? Does it expand bigger? There's actually one bigger lung. The right side of your chest is actually bigger, whereas the left side of your chest, the left side of your left lung is actually smaller because you have a heart on the left side. So just notice that. Can you feel the difference between the right side and the left side in the size of your breath, in the ease of your breath? Nice. You're just staying there for as long as you need to, or jump up now and head off into your day. Try to enjoy.